big old shout out to my mom. She's 45, and she really don't do anything.
We are hoping it does pop off.
This was one of the dumbest things I've ever done.
Welcome to 411, guys. My name is Jose Rodriguez. I am here joined by the 2021-2022 Homecoming King and Queens, Juliza Cabrera and Jose Angel Sanchez Jr. Alright guys, so today we are interviewing y'all on how it felt like to be the Homecoming King and Queen, okay? So first of all, we want to know, how did y'all feel like whenever they announced y'all's name at the Tomato Bowl?
I was kind of shocked because people said they voted for me, but they didn't actually think I was going to win. But I don't know, it was just really fun.
And
I was gonna cry, to be honest, because my whole family was like in the stands, and like this when they said my name, they were like Jose Angel Sanchez. I was like, that's me, that's like my partner, and I was like, do I go? Because I kind of forgot where to go, and yeah.
Okay, so now is it true that before all this, they had y'all practicing 1 hour just for that?
We were outside in the heat. It was pretty hot, but it was fun. We were just messing around with the mics and stuff. Angel was just dancing the whole time.
I ran across the field when
He did.
when we were about to announce the king.
Okay, so now we know that both of y'all are members of the band. So immediately afterwards, did y'all have to change into y'all's band uniform or what happened?
Well, not immediately. We kind of like waited 12 minutes, like my plan was to like change immediately, but everybody wanted to take pictures with me, like my family. Well, not everybody, just my family.
Me and Angel, we walked around for a little bit, and we greeted a lot of people, took a lot of pictures, and then I had to rush because Angel took forever getting dressed, getting his uniform out of his truck. So then I had to run, get out of my dress, and then get into our uniform with our hat, which was, my makeup was melting.
So Angel, was there anything crazy that happened before the crowning?
Well, I have early release after 5th, so like I just went straight home, and I had my eyebrows appointment was at Top Nails Salon. Shout out to Steven's mom for cutting it for me. I look sharp now. And then I had a haircut appointment. The thing prior to that was that I had like 50 haircut appointments before this, but then like I got it done. Shout out to Nick the barber.
Okay, so you mentioned Steven. Was Steven one of your opponents for Hoko King?
Yeah, he was.
And how is he? Did y'all talk once he got coordinated?
We talked. We took pictures, funny pictures it's on my Insta at NGELSNCHEZ. So like Angel Sanchez, but without the A's.
What about the other candidates? How many guys were there? There were 5 in total?
6 in total.
6 in total? How were they? Like, did you talk to them for any of their feelings hurt that you won?
No, I don't think their feelings was hurt. We all great friends, We're respectful to each other. It was a man's game, or like we had respect for each other.
Okay, and now to you. How were the nominees for the Queens? Did any of them cry, or did any of them get their feelings hurt that you won?
I don't think they got their feelings hurt. They were really, I guess, kind the second that we got off the field. They came and they gave me a hug and congratulated me. So I think they were just really happy for me.
And I know that the previous Homecoming King and Queens were there to coordinate y'all. How did that feel, seeing them again?
I felt proud. When they put the crown on me, they dapped me up and they were like, hey, that's clean.
Yeah, it was good seeing Leslie. She's always just so sweet to us. Always been like a bigger sister. And I don't know, it was a great feeling having her put the crown on me. And then she's just like a really good role model for me.
Now, how did your parents feel when you won?
They were crazy. They couldn't believe that I had won. They bought me chicken afterwards because they were proud of me. And ice cream. I don't know. I feel like there was really, really proud parent moment for them.
They were crying. They were like so happy for me. After I got home, they kept replaying the video of them calling out my name like 50 times. Like I was in the restroom and I heard, "Your homecoming king, Jose Angel Sanchez," and I'm like, these people. And the funny thing is, my family's kind of like royalty because my older sister Angie my older cousin Shayla Pinolas, she ran. She was the homecoming finalist, I think like 2012. And then my older sister, she said she could have made it to court, but she got disqualified because she pushed Miss Home or something like that. It's not my problem, but yeah, she said that she could have made it. And my older sister and my cousin Bianca Pinolas and Emily Sanchez, it was like 2018. They were both on the finalists. Big drama there, but my cousin Bianca Pinolas won. And then 2 years ago, Angel Pinolas and Ayeli Pinolas, both of my cousins, homecoming finalists, but they didn't win. But it's proud to say that I'm the one and only king in my family. So, yeah.
Okay, now Angel, this might just be a rumor, but is it true that when they called your name, you forgot that your name was Jose?
Yeah, I had to look at my partner, Madison. I was like, they called me, me, Jose Sanchez. I'm Jose Sanchez. And then I walked, like I could just see me like being confused. Like I was like, do I walk over there? Yeah.
Okay, now were there any other embarrassing moments that happened to you?
I was escorting Juliza to change for band and all that. And I think the other band, or some from the visitor side, they're like, "Hey, y'all, I like y'all's theme, Beauty and the Beast." And I'm like, wait. I started crying. Yeah.
Angel, he told me we were gonna go walk around, but instead we ended up at his truck to get his band uniform. And then he just started changing, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I turned around and I was like, Angel. And he's like, I have shorts on. But still, the old man was watching us. And I was just like, sir. It was just funny.
So I know getting homecoming king and queen is a huge compliment for y'all, because not only did your peers vote for y'all, but like y'all also won. Is there anything else that y'all might be running for to win also? Any goals? I know band has band bow and sweetheart. Are y'all gonna be running for that?
Yeah, we're gonna win that. And then we're gonna run for Mr. and Mrs. JHS. Y'all already looking at them like right here, yeah. And then I'm
Jinxing us.
Best in the school. Who else do it better than us? Including Chava right here.
For my goals for senior year, I wanted to be a really good student body president. I want to make it to state for band. I want to get more awards with Angel, even though he's really crazy. And I want to stay top 10 in my class.
What about you? Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What about this 411? Is it gonna pop up, or what you gonna do with it?
We are hoping it does pop off. We might bring y'all back in if y'all win anything huge, band bow and sweetheart, or like Mr. and Miss JHS. Mm-hmm. And yeah, thank you for being here. I know y'all have a very busy schedule, so thank y'all for taking the time off to come here and just shoot this pilot episode with us.
Thank you 411 for letting us be y'all's pilot episode.
What's up, guys? We're here back with 411 for another segment of our podcast. We are here. Today we're going to be interviewing our player of the week, Devin McCuin. First question. What do you do to focus each game? You know, like we all have different methods, different skills, and one important thing to have while we play, it's to be focused. You know, there's a lot of things going on. There's cheerleaders, there's band, there's music playing in the background. What do you do specifically to focus? You know,
like before the game, we just kind of zone out, just listen to my music, just zone everything out, focus on what I have to do during the game. And just during the game, just same thing, just focus and locked in on what I have to do to win the game.
That's good. So weeks ago, you 14 catches, scored 1 touchdown, 250 9 yards in receiving, I think.
Yeah.
How do you feel that you accomplished something big here in Jacksonville High School?
I mean, it feels good. It feels good. To have my name in the history books, but it felt a little better if we got the win. So, yeah.
My question is, what made you choose football as your number one sport?
I mean, I was always good at football as a young kid. It came pretty easy to me, and I just worked at it and keep getting better every day.
If you could achieve anything you wish for in this sport, what would it be?
I mean, individual goals. I mean, make it to the next level. But as a team in the high school, I mean, I want to go to the playoffs and go a couple rounds deep.
So last week you were ill. You didn't play the homecoming game, which sucks because we didn't have you.
Yeah.
But this week we're playing against SNAC, home game. How do you feel? Do you think you prepared? How do you feel?
I mean, we prepared as a team. I feel pretty good going in this game. I think we can come out with a win. We just have to execute on whatever we have to do. So, yeah.
All right. How does being an athlete inspire you to do good?
Okay, so with me being a good athlete, I feel like a lot of kids look up to me, like young kids. So I have to put on a good role model for the kids, and it just helps me keep going and knowing they're looking up to me. So yeah.
All right. Well, this is it for this short segment. This is Devin McCuin. My name is Alexis Martinez, and we're out.